Hey there, we're the Markhams, Chris, Andrea, and our adventure dog, Emmy. We're combat veterans who met in Afghanistan, sold our house after 7 amazing years, and now we're hitting the road to explore every corner of America. From stunning national parks to hidden caves, we're on a non-stop adventure, making memories and chasing sunsets. Set off on an unforgettable adventure across America with us and our dog, Emmy. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any moments. Good morning! I thought I would give you a glimpse of what it looks like on my days off, what Emmy and I do. It is dark because it is the morning. So we will open all the shades and get Miss Emmy out of bed. Tell the people good morning. So I'm very fortunate that every morning Chris makes my coffee for me and preps it before he leaves. He leaves for work at usually 1 a.m. So he'll prep my coffee for me and it'll go off and be ready by the time I get down here. I make iced coffee, so a bunch of ice. And then we do not drink plain coffee in this house. We're not at that age yet. We put protein from First Form in here. My favorite flavor is their caramel latte one. It just makes sense for coffee. And this is probably gonna spill over on me because it does every morning. I feel it too much. Wish me luck. We did not make a mess, that's a win. And yes, we put a cover on it because now the E expects her morning walk, so we'll get her ready for that. Yeah, is it your time? And we're off to go for a walk. Morning walk every morning in our little campground. We're not in a big one, so it's pretty nice. We're usually the only ones out in the morning that we see. We are back home. I am going to get our little ninja grill all set up because our bread we prepped last night is ready to be baked. So every week I make a loaf of sourdough loaf bread. I do not make the regular brown sourdough bread. It just doesn't serve the purpose that we need it to for Chris for work. For sandwiches for the week. The terrorist wants her breakfast now that her walk is done. So we'll get that done and we'll just hang out for the day. Do you want something? Do you want this? You're crazy. You're crazy. So if you watched any of our previous videos, you know that we raw feed Emmy. So the additives that we give her are always ever changing. And I'm not going to go through them this time, but I will just tell you that we are giving her raw milk as a fat additive this morning, mainly because your girl needs to go grocery shopping because we do not have any cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. I could have gave her butter or something like that. Raw milk is nutritious and delicious. And this is her being impatient, coming to the other side to check to see if it goes any faster on that side. All right, now I get to do my own stuff, which is going to consist of breakfast, prepping bone broth, because we're going to do a batch of bone broth, and getting our bread baked. So let's go get that oven turned on. So I cook the bread on our Ninja. Well, I use a thermometer, so it tells me the internal temp. But I cook it at 360 degrees. While the Ninja warms up, we are multitasking today, and we're gonna get the oven going for the bone broth. Emmy's gonna be really mad because she hates the beep of the oven, so. Alright, those are good. The Ninja just beeped at us, so the Ninja is ready. Have the bread put on it. I asked Chris to leave me a 20 today because I'm going to get my hair cut so I could tip the lady. He left me a cute little note with it. Time for breakfast. Chris and I prep breakfast burritos, and we usually get like 2 weeks worth of it, and it takes us really only 30 minutes, but they're so good. So I put the thermometer, it's just like we have a meat thermometer usually for like doing brisket, but I've used it for making meatballs in the oven to make sure that they're cooked thoroughly, because maybe it's just me, and I don't trust our oven and our RV. It works. We can get it to light, unlike some people. But I still have trust issues with it on like cooking stuff fully. But anyway, so I have the thermometer, and I use it for baking bread to make sure that the bread is fully cooked. And ever since I started doing that, our bread's turned out like a charm. So the bread thermometer is in, and it's reading the temp. That's what I use to do our bread. So now I ate breakfast, and we're gonna put the stuff in the Instapot to get our bone broth ready. So the bones are pretty much done in the oven. So we'll throw a few things in there. I don't have a whole lot left in the fridge that's like going bad or needs to be used up, but we'll put a little bit of stuff in there. So let's do that. And yes, it may seem like I do a lot of like prepping and stocking up on my days off. So I work part-time at my job, but I'm off Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then on Sundays. So Wednesdays and Thursdays are pretty much my weekend, and in the summer when Chris is working, I use it to kind of do the things that we would do on the weekend, so that way our weekend is free when I am off on Saturday, when I get off work on Saturday, and then Sunday is free. So that's why I do a lot of this stuff during the week on my days off. So let's get that bone broth made. So this is what I was able to find that we're going to put in our bone broth. I'm going to cut the stems off of some of these habaneros, probably use the remainder of this cilantro, and then this is black garlic. If you've never had black garlic before, a lot of people are usually like, what is that? It looks like this. It's really good. It's a completely different flavor than your standard, white garlic. Definitely check it out. If you've never had it and you like garlic, you'll probably like this too. Alright, so I have all my bones in here. I have all my veggies and flavors and that kind of stuff that I want in here as well. So now I'm just going to top it with water, and I want it to be done by 3:30 because it's date night. So I want to be able to can it before we leave so it can cool while we're gone at day night. And I do not put salt in here. Some people do. That's perfectly fine. I don't, because I don't see a need for it, and my broths have always turned out with great flavor without it. And you may salt whatever you're using it to put it in or cook, so I don't see a reason to add extra salt to our diet for that reason. Don't need it. So I'm going to slow cook this on medium for 7.5 hours. And I'll can it at 330, give or take. And then it'll give me about 2 quart size mason jars and like 1 pint size. So, but I'll show you. The bread is cooked to the correct internal temperature. Now we let it cool. My all-time favorite Olympic activity, making the bed. And it's done. Not as long as it takes to change the sheets on these things, and I have to have Chris help me because our bed is so heavy I cannot pull it forward by myself. Also, outfit change, I know, but I rode my bike, pedal, 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 and I went and picked up mail. Kind of hard to get footage, plus it's like lightly raining, so I didn't want to get the camera all wet. And then I went and got my hairs cut. Took off like 1.5 inches, so it seems really short, but it needed it, and I haven't had a trim in like 6 months, so that's nice. Of course, leave it to me to also find, so I went to a new hair salon, and leave it to me to find the one hair salon that today is their last day open because they're moving to a different town. So, time to find a new bikeable hair salon for where we're at for the summer. She was nice enough to write down 2 salons that she recommends, so that's helpful. And we wanted to show everyone her new outfit. It's got unicorns on it. It's got a hole for her tail. And it keeps her little thighs warm. It's undetermined on if she likes them or not yet. Do you like your pajamas? She's only wagging her tail because it's feeding time for dinner. So that's what we're going to do. But now we're going to feed her. Chris should be home soon. My bone broth is going to be done in like half an hour. Are you ready? Alright, bone broth is done. We got to get the jars down. Then we can put it in there. So this one I did yesterday and didn't quite fill the jar, so I'm just going to mix them. Also, if you have an easier way to do this, please drop it in the comments. Or if you do something better with your scraps than just like throwing them away, also drop that in the comments. Now for the fun part. Alright, so this batch made a lot more than normal. I do not normally get them to be this full, and I try not to usually get them this full because I want to freeze them. So I probably won't freeze these ones. I'll probably use these ones and just keep them in the fridge. But that's okay. It's never a bad thing.
Let's go, Linda. My turn to draw.
So fun.
It feels like it's been a month since I've drawn.
What?
I can't get my hand on it.
Do you want to go there?
No.
Okay. Wait, you put it back if you draw again. Guess we're gonna go check
We're
out
going to
Shuggies.
Shuggies. We're going to Hammond. We haven't been here before.
Thanks for joining us on another adventure. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button so you don't miss any of the fun. See you next time.